Okay, so for number 2, I'm just going to ask you to look at your paper. The question is written on your paper. I'm not going to write the question again. You should look at the table for this. So part A asks us to find the probability that a mother received a gift of flowers or plant. And they ask us to write the probability in simplest form. So P flowers or plant. The probability that a mother receives flowers or plants. That's going to be equal to the percent shown. Alright, so it's a percent shown on the table. And that's just going to be 28%, which we know to be 28 out of 100, which we can simplify by dividing the numerator and the denominator by 4, and we're going to get 7 out of 25. Alright, so the probability that a mother receives flower or plants would be 7 out of 25. Now for part B, they ask us, suppose you have 400 mothers receive gifts. Predict how many will receive flower or plant. So we're going to use our value in part B, A, the probability that we have. Again, we know that the predicted is going to be equal to the probability. Probability multiplied by the given value, okay? Probability multiplied by the given value. In this case, we know the probability. I'm going to use a 28 out of 100 since it's easier. So it's going to be, I'm going to use this since it's easier, alright? So I'm going to say 28 over 100 times 400, okay? Over 1. And I don't know if they showed you this trick in the 6th grade, but you can, since you have 100 on the 400 on the top and 400 on the bottom, I can divide by 100 on the bottom, and I can divide by 100 on the top. Alright, and so if I do that, I'm going to get 28. This right here, 400 divided by 100 is just going to be 4. And here I have 100 divided by 100 is just going to be 1. Alright, and so I multiplied 28 by 4, and I'm going to get 112. Alright, so the answer is going to be 112. Or you could have done it the other way that you probably did it. You could have done it like this, or 7 out of 25 multiplied by 400. Some of you probably did it in the calculator. That would have given you the same answer, 112. Okay? And now they ask us to explain our answers. So they're asking us to explain our answers. And if I would explain my answers, what would I say here? The explanation. Okay, so the explanation is relatively simple, right? So the explanation is relatively simple. Again, we know that, that's the explanation, we know that the given percentages we know that the given percentages in the table represent probabilities. And so we convert the 28, so we convert the 28% to a simplified fraction. Right, so we know that the given percentages in the table represent probabilities, and so we convert the 28% to a simplified fraction. We also know that we can use probability to predict values. Okay? So again, your explanation. We know that the given percentages in the table represent probabilities, and so we convert the 28% to a simplified fraction. We also know that we can use probability to predict values. And that's what we did. Okay, so please copy this, make the correction in your notes. All right.